All right, everyone, we welcome you to the campus of Atlantis Charter School here in Fall River, Massachusetts for this afternoon's coverage of high school football across many of our platforms on Fred TV, TCAM TV, and on my broadcasting YouTube channel. It's the 4-2 Bristol-Plymouth Craftsmen taking on the 3-3 Diman Bengals. Thank you for joining us on any of our platforms. Keegan, Hamblett on commentary. Diman won the toss, elected to receive, and it's going to be the team captain, Nate Hicks, to kick it away. Bristol-Plymouth in white, Diman in orange. Kickoff will be handled at about the 15-yard line, and that's a good return off to the side, going to about the 37-yard line. I'll bring out the Diman offense, as on the return was Will Katzif. Diman offense today is going to be led by Logan McKenzie. We're going to see from both sides today a lot of running plays. Now, Diman is without one of their players, and Kyron Aguiar no longer a part of the team. So look for some other guys to get going. Probably Mackay Stewart is the guy most likely to get going. Also at that tight end spot, you got Owen DeRigo. Ball is marked at the 37-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bengals. McKenzie in shotgun formation. Motion will cut across the middle. And a good run going to the side. That's Peyton Massey with it. Massey's got an early first down for Diman, pushing past midfield to the Craftsman 47-yard line. Got to talk with Diman head coach Luke Berry before the game. Says main keys were just stopping the run and executing on offense. Now, this is a neutral site game, pretty common for some technical schools matchups. Got to talk with Bristol-Plymouth head coach Roger Sariva too. And he said it's still an away game, neutral site. It doesn't matter, it's away from home. It's really no different mentality going into this one. 16-yard gain on the play, 1st and 10. McKenzie again in the shotgun will look to pass, goes to the left side, pass will be complete. Logan Ewan cutting into the middle and bouncing his way to about the 42. Hostess of Craftsmen, led by LeVar Webster, will be in there on the stop. Should go down as a gain of 5 yards on the play to the 42-yard line. Well, despite it being a neutral site game, pretty good crowd here at Atlantis Charter School. Got a lot of Bristol-Plymouth fans on our right side and a lot of Diman, orange, and black on our left. Also a good turnout right in front from the Diman High School cheer team. And 9 cheerleaders right in front. They'll help lead the chants the whole way. 2nd down and 5, 1 minute into this one. McKenzie this time going to hand it off. And bouncing forward for a couple is Alexi Gonzalez. Down at the bottom of the pile for Bristol-Plymouth, the team captain Jaden Cruz with the stop. Also coming in, Elijah Alves. As we mentioned, BP's up to 4 wins this year. Diman's at 3. You have to win 3 games and to play at least 7 to have a chance at qualifying for the state tournament. Well, team's going to have to win by good margins in their final 2 games. This is a big one here today. Kelly's trying to give themselves a chance. 3rd down and 5 from the Craftsman 42. McKenzie in shotgun, hands it off up the middle. That's Gonzalez past the 40. Looks like he's going to be short of the marker by about a yard or 2. Decision time early on for Coach Luke. Looks like he's going to keep the offense out there, as it's marked as a gain of 3 yards on the play. McKenzie trots back out there. Leading the line up front for BP, Braden Perry and Jesmani Wynn. 4th and 2 as Logan Ewan goes out on the left side, one-on-one. You got a one-on-one matchup on the near side as well. McKenzie takes the snap, 4th and 2, handoff, Gonzalez, ooh, I don't think he got there. Looks like only a gain of 1, it's going to be a turnover on downs. Bristol-Plymouth will take over at the 38-yard line. Good pile up in front. Looks like it was Jacob Donnelly leading the way for the Craftsmen down low. The BP offense comes out onto the field. The Craftsmen will be led by quarterback Alex Ticini today. Expect a lot of carries once again. Nate Hicks, Daniel Labrie, Isaac Duenas, and Tim Nixon will be getting a lot of the workload for the Craftsmen. LeVar Webster will go out on the left side. 1st and 10 here for BP at their own 39-yard line. First play, a fake handoff to Labrie, and that's Hicks going up the middle. We'll lose a couple. Great stop by Diman right in the mix. Looked like the leader was Chris Thompson.
Let's go, Chris!
Will go as a loss of 1 yard on the play. Ticini trots back out on a 2nd down and 11. Webster and Labrie will go out on the left side. Massey will help to defend. Ticini looking to call for a motion. There it is from Labrie on the left side. Ticini will look to pass, goes to the right side. Pass will be incomplete. Had his target just a little bit overthrown for the outstretched arms of Isaac Duenas. That sets up 3rd down and long. Haven't seen a lot of passing plays from the Bristol-Plymouth offensive side this year. Well, we know that Ticini has the zip on the ball if Coach Saraiva ever wants to go to the air. Roger Saraiva only in his 2nd season with Bristol-Plymouth, a staff member there at the high school as well. 3rd down and 11 from the 38. Ticini another motion, fakes the handoff, has to go up top. It'll be complete. Hicks running with it, and the pile will collapse at about the 44 with Calvin Massey falling on top of everybody.
Yeah, Calvin.
There's a gain of 7. Here comes the punting unit. Bristol-Plymouth is 3 and out on their opening drive. Katzif back to return for Diman. And we got movement up front. If this is against Diman, that's going to be a 1st down for Bristol-Plymouth. And it is. They got an offside on the outside. Looks like it was Zach McKenna who jumped the gun. Now the Bristol-Plymouth offense will take over once again at the 50-yard line. So the flag moves the sticks. JP Gums running in on the field late. 1st and 10 for the Craftsmen. That's a handoff. And maybe a gain of 1 or 2 on the play. That was Hicks on the run. Looks like Caden Amaral Aguirre with the tackle for Diman. Have to say, in all the stadiums that I've called games at, this is my first time to Atlantis Charter. Very nice field. Doesn't have as big of a bleacher section, no press box here, but a very good stadium nonetheless, a part of a very beautiful campus. 2nd down and a long 8 from the other side of midfield. Ticini will hand it off again. And pushing forward to the 45-yard line. Look at the whole defensive line in there for Diman on the stop. Hyping up everybody. Ben Nientip. There's a gain of 2 out to the 46. And this Diman defense is ruthless right in the middle of that pile. Linebackers, defensive ends, defensive tackles, everybody just closing in on the stop. 6:20 to go, opening quarter. Still scoreless from Atlantis Charter School. Webster out on the left, Binney out on the right side. Ticini ready to take the snap. He hands it off. That's Hicks, not getting anywhere again. How about Zach McKenna once again in the middle on the tackle? It's going to be no gain on the play. Here comes the punting unit again.
Let's go, D!
Katzif came off, so Nientip will go back to potentially return this. Here's the punt, a high one. Nientip calling for a fair catch, and he'll handle it right at about the 24-yard line. Big shout out to our cameraman today, stepping in at the last second. Remind me of your name again?
Rauilson, DePina. They know me as Herbo.
Rauilson, DePina, number 50 for the Diamond Bengals. Great player. Hope we'll see him in action next week, too, before the regular season wraps up. Also have that Thanksgiving game to look forward to in about a month's time. So the Bengals take over at their own 25-yard line on a 1st and 10. Mackenzie Ewan going out on the outside. Motion in, the handoff goes to Justin McKenzie, and McKenzie wrapped up quickly. Might have gone barely back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like Nate Hicks was there first on the tackle. Also coming in was Jasmani Wynn. Now we covered the Diamond keys to the game from their head coach. Roger Saraiva said that his main keys were field positioning and no turnovers. The field positioning they've done good with so far. Haven't had a turnover yet, as they were in punt formation both times on offense. Second down play, it's officially marked as a loss of 4. Had to back him up. And there's a keep, the ball comes out. Diamond able to jump on top of it behind the 20-yard line. Dangerous moment there for the Bengals. Looks like that was DeRigo who jumped on top of the ball. And now that's going to set up 3rd down and 16 from the 19-yard line. Lots of student photographers in attendance. Make sure to go check out their Instagram pages. All of them do great stuff here. Fall River, Somerset, Swansea area. A lot of these local high school sporting events. And we're going to have a timeout called by Bristol-Plymouth with 4:06 to go in the opening quarter. And we'll take a quick break on our TV feeds during the timeout. We'll be right back for the 3rd down play. All right, back out of the timeout, a 3rd down play. McKenzie back in the shotgun, trips on the right side of one-on-one on the left. McKenzie is going to look to the left, will dump it off. The pass will be complete to Alexi Gonzalez. Gonzalez is past the 30, and he's very close to the 6. He might have enough for the 1st down, and they're going to signal a 1st down for Diamond. How about that catch and run going 17 yards down the field? Play will go all the way to the Bengal 36-yard line. 3:40 to go, and a new set of downs. This time it's James McKenzie ready to take the snap. Fakes the handoff to Gonzalez, wrapped up. That's Hicks, and Win again on the combined tackle. We see this a lot at the high school level, and we see it primarily here at Bristol-Plymouth with Nate Hicks, these star two-way players that just make incredible plays on the offensive and defensive sides. Logan McKenzie trots back out there. And he'll take the snap this time as James McKenzie will go out to the right side. Daniel Labrie defends him on a 2nd down and about 14. McKenzie fakes the handoff, going to the right side, pass is complete, breaks the tackle by Labrie. James McKenzie down the field, 1 man to beat. James McKenzie is inside the 5-yard line. LeVar Webster will be in there on the tackle. 63-yard play to set up a 1st down and goal. Diamond in the red zone for the first time today. Looking to punch it home for some reservations for 6. One-on-ones either side again. Logan McKenzie will take the snap. 1st and goal. McKenzie going to call for a shift. The tight end, DeRigo, looked like he was going to go to the right, switches back to the end of the line. McKenzie, low snap, hands it off, and Hicks will make the tackle after they tried giving it to Alexi Gonzalez. Looks like a loss of 2 on the play, back to the 7-yard line. Maybe even an extra yard loss in there as well, back to the 8. A buck and a half to go in quarter number 1.
Let's go offense.
Second down and goal from the 8. This time it's Ewan going on the left side. Duo's on the right. Fake handoff, throw, touchdown. Logan Ewan puts Diman in front. Eight-yard touchdown by Logan Ewan. And Diman's ahead by 6.
Way to go. Way to go. What a Daxon.
And Ewan will stay out there to kick the extra point. Logan McKenzie will be on the hold. Good snap. Ball is up, and it is good right through the uprights. So Diman has the lead, 7-0 over Bristol-Plymouth with 1:04 to go in the first quarter. Thank you again for joining us for our coverage of high school football on whatever feed you're listening to us on, whether it's Fred TV, TCAM TV, or My Broadcasting YouTube channel. Keegan, Hamblett on commentary. Rauilson, DePina is running the camera today. No cheerleaders in attendance for Bristol-Plymouth here this afternoon. The Diamond Cheer team, always one of the best in southeastern Massachusetts. As Ewan will place it down, ready to kick it away. Pimentel and Labrie back to return for Bristol-Plymouth as they're set at the 7-yard line. Here's Ewan with the kick. That's a boot. And the kickoff will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the flag, and BP will take over at the 35-yard line. Good play by Nehemiah Pimentel to let that one go out of play to set a better field positioning for the Craftsmen. Now, although today's game is at a neutral site, this technically goes as a home game for the Diamond Bengals. Field's in Fall River, too, so same town. Bristol-Plymouth not that far of a drive. Had to come from Taunton today, just right off of Route 24.
Okay, so we'll go 80 across. Hey, I'm probably going to come out and go keep kind of dual active green or dual left active blue, okay? And then we'll come back to that, all right? All right, hey, you're rolling.
Here's the 1st and 10 with Ticini lined up in shotgun. It's a handoff. Daniel Labrie finding space. Labrie pushing forward to the 39-yard line. It's Peyton Massey on the tackle. A little quick fun fact about Daniel Labrie. Him and I work at the same place, the Ryan's Family Amusements Bowling Alley Arcade Center in Raynham. And we've been chatting for a while about, hey, let me come on down, do a game. We finally made some time today. Been a busy week, at least from my broadcasting standpoint. This is my 6th game already this week. 2nd down and 6 following the gain of 4 by the senior running back. Ticini, a motion from Labrie. A flick play. And trying to get to the outside, Jordan Finney. Finney pushing forward, maybe back to the line of scrimmage again. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. When we come back after a short break, Bristol-Plymouth will have a 3rd down and about 6 set up from the other 39-yard line. Don't go anywhere. Rauilson and I will be right back. All right, back here at Atlantis Charter School, ready to start the 2nd quarter in this afternoon's high school football matchup between Bristol-Plymouth and Diman. It's Diman on top, 7-0, after Logan Ewan got the touchdown for the Bengals. About a minute to go in that first quarter. Another running play up the middle will be about a yard or two short again of the first down. That was Hicks running forward. And this time it looks like the Craftsmen offense will stay out on the field. And here they come. Now they're going to do a late switch. Punting unit comes out, another 3 and out.
Hey, watch the fake!
Only 2 yards to go, close to midfield. But Coach Saraiva is not taking any chances. And there were a few switches. Ticini comes back into the huddle. And you know what? The Craftsmen are going to go for it on a 4th and 2. Let's see what the play call is going to be. Ticini lines up under center. Takes the snap, handoff. Hicks won't get there. Another turnover on downs. All right, let's see. Is it? It's very close. No, they're going to signal first down. Wow. There must have been a late push by Nate Hicks in the middle. The original spot where he got met forward was definitely about a half a yard short. You had Phil D'Alessandro that was in there on the stop. I guess maybe a late push had it. And now the head official is going to call a time. Now they're set to run the clock. It will stay on a 1st and 10 for Bristol-Plymouth. And I got to agree with you. I didn't think that was a first down.
I on him getting pushed back. That's crazy.
But either way, a new set of downs. Ticini, another handoff. That's Labrie running with it. Daniel Labrie gets taken down at the 47-48 yard line. Hyping up his sideline, Ben Yentip. On the outside this time, you got Webster and Finney. Fake handoff to Labrie. The pass will be incomplete, trying to find Finney. Might have been batted down in the middle. On defensive coverage, you had Matt Hart getting in the mix. Calvin Massey was also there too. It was Peyton Massey that was defending the intended target, and Finney on the near side. Third down and 8. Motion from Labrie. Ticini looking to pass. Ticini stepping up, going down the field. It will be incomplete. Almost intercepted by Will Katzif towards the 30-yard line. And the punting unit comes back out as Ticini will be set to punt this one away to Katzif. High snap, punt is blocked! And it's gonna bounce. And it'll be taken over at about the 39-yard line. Zach McKenna falling on top of it. Zach McKenna up for player of the game. Honorees early on for the Bengals.
Hey, he's giving their offensive problems. It's like a flying missile.
The Bengals take over at the BP 38-yard line. Right in prime position to try to drive down the field again.
Take it off, BP, let's go!
Biggest play right now besides that was that 63-yard run. Here's Logan McKenzie. Will take it himself up the middle. Logan McKenzie past the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. Ryan LaFlamme with the tackle for the Craftsmen. Be about a yard short. Gain of 9 on that last play, 2nd down and 1. Trips on the right side, a one-on-one with Logan Ewan on the left side. Gonzalez as the running back. McKenzie takes the snap, will hand it off. Gonzalez, 1st down for Diman, still pushing his way past the 20-yard line before LaFlamme knocks him out on the left sideline. That is a gain of another 10 yards. Out to the 19. And the Bengals are in the red zone again. Just under 9 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. McKenzie handoff, Gonzalez bouncing to the right side, tried to cut back in. Still on his feet as he goes towards the 11-yard line. How about that run there by Gonzalez? It'll be a gain of 7 yards on the play to the 12. Now keep in mind, Diman did have the ball first, so Bristol-Plymouth will receive the second half kickoff. Also a factor too, a little bit, teams going left to right, is the sun. There is a glare of sun. Barely any clouds in the sky today. Here's the 2nd down and 3 play. McKenzie, a low snap, dropping back, stepping on. McKenzie taking off. Touchdown, Bengals. 12-yard touchdown run by Logan McKenzie.
Let's go, Craig!
Jackson told y'all boys, he's playing like Johnny Manziel. Yes.
Ewan back to kick the extra point, made his first one. Another good snap, kick attempt is blocked. Right at the line, so that keeps it Diman 13, Bristol-Plymouth 0, 7:48 to go in quarter number 2. The Diman Bengals, they did their job on offense, and now they're up by 2 possessions. Well, if you haven't yet, make sure to check out and subscribe to any of our pages. For Fred TV, make sure to check out the YouTube channel, TCAM TV. Check out the Vimeo page. And like and subscribe to my broadcasting YouTube channel. Always helps out all of us. Ewan lines up to kick it again. Pimentel and Labrie back to return. Last kickoff went out of bounds. That is another strong boot. Nehemiah Pimentel will handle it. Pimentel running up the middle, shifting to the right side, broke one tackle, and slammed down at the 26-yard line. Pimentel a good return, that's McKenna again on the tackle. Mark it a 20-yard return for Nehemiah Pimentel. Out to the 28-yard line. And say the officials today being lenient with the yards that they're pushing forward. Always seems to give them an extra yard or two, and that goes both ways today. All right, a 1st and 10 for Bristol-Plymouth. Ticini back in the shotgun, about 4 yards back. Hands it off short. Quick tackle once again.
Oh my God. We came to play today.
And a little Selly to boot there for Jay DeBrito. As that was Duenas going on the run.
Yeah, Jay!
It is a loss of 2 on the play, back to about the 26-yard line. It's another handoff. Labrie not getting anywhere. Lost some more. Back to the 22, 23-yard line. That's Diman defense right all over the Bristol-Plymouth running backs at the moment. That's going to set up a 3rd down and 15. I figure at this point you got to go back to the air with Ticini. Duenas runs off of the field. Pimentel and Finney on the right side. Ticini takes the snap, looking to pass over the middle, almost intercepted again. Ben Yantemp going up. He had Nehemiah Pimentel down the middle of the field. And here comes the punting unit once again. Here's Ticini on the punt, almost blocked again. As it backs up, we'll take a bounce and we'll go to the 32-yard line. 45 yards on the punt. We get a flag thrown. This might be going against Nehemiah Pimentel.
Did they give it to us? Oh, man.
And they might have picked up the flag after that. How about a 45-yard punt, though, by Alex Ticini? One of the better ones that we've seen so far today. And they did get 2 flags called on Bristol-Plymouth. That's going to bump the ball up 15 yards. It should be out to the 47. And there you have it. That's where it is. For 2 fouls, one was a personal foul. I believe the other one was a face mask that they called.
He's one-on-one.
Yeah, one-on-one.
McKenzie, a quick play over to the left side. That's Peyton Massey with it. Back to the line of scrimmage, a gain of 1 yard on the play, it looks like. Jaden Cruz with the tackle for the Craftsmen. Very small captain unit for the Bristol-Plymouth side. Cruz and Hicks are the only 2 captains for Bristol-Plymouth this year. Diamond Bengals had about 4 or 5 captains that were going out for the opening coin toss. Second down and 9. That's Logan McKenzie, a high snap. Tried to bat it, incomplete. It was batted by Nate Hicks. Clock hits under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Labrie goes out to the left to defend James McKenzie. 3rd and 9, Logan McKenzie dropping back again. Will step up, looks to go deep down the field, has a couple options, it's caught! Big catch and run inside the 10, Owen DeRigo. That sets up first and goal at the 8-yard line. 44 yards, catch and run.
A beautiful catch.
Now first and goal as they drop the sticks. It's another keeper, McKenzie, spinning his way towards the goal line. Touchdown, Diman. 8-yard QB keeper touchdown by Logan McKenzie, and the Bengals are pouring it on. He went back out to kick the extra point. 1 for 2 as his last attempt was blocked. Another good snap. Kick is up, and that is right through the uprights. Drilled and good. So that runs the score to Diman 20 and Bristol-Plymouth 0. 4:19 to go in the second quarter. Well, this is what you wanted if you're Diman. One, you want to be leading, but the other part of it, you want to be leading big because part of how the power rankings are calculated is by win margin. Caps off at 14 points. So both teams were hoping to have their win by at least 14 today. Diman looks like they're well on their way to doing so. Bristol-Plymouth hasn't shown that many signs of getting the ball that deep down the field yet. And their only first down was off of an offside committed by Diman on a punt attempt, which was a 4th and 4. You and another boot. Labrie calls for it at about the 10. Daniel Labrie with some space. There he goes, right side. Daniel Labrie is going to be gone. Kickoff return, 90 yards. Touchdown, BP. Dan the man, 90 yards to the house. Cameron Gaylord to kick the extra point. Alex Ticini to hold it down. On the snap is Chris Payton. Kick is up. Oh, it barely got through, and it's good. And Bristol-Plymouth says, hold on just a minute. Don't count the route yet. I would say that's the one guy I wanted to get a big play today, and he finally got it. My coworker, Daniel Labrie.
You did talk about him earlier.
Once again, big shout out to Rauilson, DePina running the camera. I'll get you in on the mic real quick. What are your overall thoughts on the game so far? What have you been liking from your team so far?
In the defense right now, we're flying around the ball, but that was just a bad play. We'll bounce back better. You know, it's a great game. Offense scoring, Logan McKenzie, QB, really fought for that end zone, reached over. It's a good game.
Yeah, you'd take my spot anytime you ever want to on the mic. That was perfect analysis. And back to a 13-point game. As this time it's going to be Nate Hicks to kick it away. Hicks's kick will go to about the 15-yard line. Here comes the return. Bouncing out, left side. Can they return the favor? Yes, they can, but there is a flag on the play at the 45-yard line, so hang on a minute. Diman celebrating. Now we got a second flag that was thrown. As being knocked down to the ground was Jay DeBrito. Let's check out the flag. This might be a block in the back. Let's see.
Back-to-back kickoff returns. Wow. But that's getting brought back.
That might get
Still waiting for the official signal.
Oh, yeah, Jay.
The flag is going to be
Good, Jay.
Oh, yeah, Jay.
a hold on Diman, and we're going to have offsetting flags.
Offsetting flags.
I just need to know hash and yard line.
Oh, wait, no.
Okay.
So now they're going to kick the ball off again at the 40.
Well, not other year, but like varsity ever.
So the reason why they have to redo the kickoff is because they were both during the play. That's why the touchdown's not going to stand. Oh, we'll do it all over again. How about maybe a third return touchdown in a row? Wouldn't that be something if that happens? Hicks's kick is handled at the 26-yard line. Another good bounce to the outside, but he'll meet his fate across the 40. On the return that time was JP Gums. And mark it down, a 17-yard return. Out past the 40, close to the 45-yard line. And be officially marked at the 44. So Diman still with 3:47 on the clock to try to respond. Logan McKenzie on another keeper, stepping past the line of scrimmage and taken down after a gain of about 3 yards on the play. It's the big guy, Braden Perry, with the tackle.
Number 10 and 5 are getting a little bit handsy. They just took them out right now.
Had a little bit of mouthing off, as you just pointed out, by Logan Ewing and Jose Lopez. Gain of about 2 yards on the play, so it sets up a 2nd down and 8. McKenzie will look to pass again. Logan McKenzie will step up. We taken down. We do have another flag that is thrown in the backfield. As it stands, it's Wynn on the tackle. Looks like a hold. Now we're going to see if Bristol-Plymouth wants to decline this penalty, because it was a loss of about 1 yard or 2 on the play. And the penalty will be accepted, so it does stay 2nd down. And make it a 2nd down and 18 now from the 36.
Hey, if we don't like this, coach, how many timeouts do we get? You have all 3? Because I gotta be honest, I just don't want to throw. I just don't throw.
Ewan back out on the left side, as Lopez will defend him. Watch the inside route, too. He's got Massey lined up ready. Logan McKenzie will look one-on-one for Logan Ewan. Underthrown, incomplete, no flag. I don't think you're going to get a flag on that one. It was too underthrown for him to turn back. They were playing the ball. And either which way, a pass interference in high school is 15 yards. Wouldn't have been spot of the foul. Would have stayed 2nd down. It would have been 3 yards to go. A 3rd and 18. Katzef runs on late as DeRigo goes off to the side. Katzef going to go out on the right side. Trips the line up. Lopez defends Ewan again on the near side. 3rd and 18. Logan McKenzie getting pressured, has to dump it off. Alexi Gonzalez will be taken down at the 41-yard line. That's Hicks again on the tackle, with some help to boot from Jaden Cruz. And Bristol-Plymouth's going to use their 2nd timeout, 2:10 to go in quarter number 2. So it is a 4th down and 13, but you can probably bet that Diman is going to go to the punting unit after this timeout. Let's take another short break. We'll be right back. All right, out of the timeout, here's the punt as it goes off to the side, out of bounds on the left sideline. Maybe around the 36-yard line. Let's see where they mark it out. They're going to say 35. Punt attempt was almost blocked. You had 4 Craftsmen that broke the defensive line, applying some pressure. But now 2:04 to work with, 1 timeout, 65 yards to get down the field. Try to do the old Carson Palmer 2-for-1 trick. You score at the end of the first half. You get the ball to start the second half. And who knows, we might get to 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. If BP's able to score here, this could easily be a tied game. I know my guy to the left side does not want that. I mean, I would. I want an energetic ball game, but some of these kickoff returns have made that energetic already. All right, 1st and 10 for Bristol-Plymouth at their own 35-yard line. Finney goes out on the right side. Ticini will pitch it on back. Hicks looking to throw down the field. Oh, it's incomplete. He dropped it. Jordan Finney wide open at the 40-yard line. He did have to dive for it. So I guess that is something, but it's another miss there for Bristol-Plymouth.
The thing about Bristol-Plymouth is they're not executing.
Get like 5 picks, 5 or 6. He led the team. I think he led the conference. I think he led.
Have they gotten a first down
It's
yet?
a nice little trickery. As you just pointed out, only 1 first down. That was because of the flag.
Oh, wow.
Are on the board because of a 90-yard kickoff return by Labrie. 2nd down and 10. Ticini will hand it off this time. And not much space there for Nate Hicks up the middle. That's DeBrito on another tackle for Diman. Jay DeBrito really been stepping up in the second quarter here for the Bengals. Coach Barry's going to use his first timeout of the first half with 1:36 to go in quarter number 2. We'll take another break. We'll be right back. All right, back out of the timeout, a 30 and a long 9 coming up here for the Craftsmen. 1 timeout left for Bristol-Plymouth, 2 left for Diman.
Turbo. Maggie's later?
Huh?
Maggie's later?
It's today?
Yeah.
I'll see.
Ticini fakes the pitch back. Ticini stepping up, going right sideline, incomplete. Overthrown for Jordan Finney again. Was covered one-on-one by James McKenzie. And once again, Bristol-Plymouth is 3 and out. And incompletion also stops the clock.
The McKenzie brothers are legit.
I've been asking like everybody.
Will Katzif is back to return. Ticini will punt it away. Last punt went for 45 yards. Ticini with some good help up top. As the punt bounces, handled at the 30-yard line. Good return by Katzif out to the 45. Duenas on the tackle. And I thought they were going to call a block in the back on Bristol-Plymouth. He had a nice cold block right over here towards the handle by Katzif. So now Diman on their side, they got 55 yards to go down the field. A fresh set of downs and still 2 timeouts. A 20-7 ball game. Diman looking to extend their lead before we head into the final 24. Motion comes in, nice trickery there. Peyton Massey with it. Loss on the play, flags out though. Hicks is on the tackle. Let's check it out. It was thrown from the far sideline. It's a hold on the offense again.
I don't know. I don't think. No, I think he. No. Who was it? Oh, McKenna. Oh, sure. And Ben. Yeah, Ben.
It'll be a 10-yard penalty, and we'll make it first down and 20 to go. And a great crowd that has made their way here to Atlantis Charter School, despite it being a neutral site game. I'd say close to 200 people in terms of fans have made their way here today. Everybody's lined up along the fence line. Very good bleacher section. No press box, unfortunately, so we can't keep warm today. First and 20 play. Logan McKenzie looks to the left side. Ewan with the reception, catch and run. Ewan still on his feet before Labrie, and Hicks will bring him on down. And some more help coming in after the fact. It is a gain of 6 on the play. We'll make it a second down and 14.
No, I'm saying when did you use the group chat? The other day. Look at the group chat. It's like still recent.
30 seconds on the clock. Second and 14 from the 41. McKenzie will go back to the air again. More pressure coming in, able to get it away. James McKenzie, first down and more. James McKenzie is down to the 30-yard line. Lopez and Webster in on the combined stop. Once again, another big play. That one goes for 29. Hey, 2 more chances for Diman. Try to do a heave down the field. We know Logan McKenzie has the arm to reach it. We had a timeout called real quick. We'll keep it here during the timeout. Only 30 yards to go, so you really don't need much arm strength to reach the goal line. Even if you're able to get some help, the Diamond blockers right now on that offensive line just not letting up against this very strong physical Bristol-Plymouth defensive line. A lot of pressures coming in. But good reads by McKenzie to just dump it off and get that ball away. Bristol-Plymouth will receive the second half kickoff. Once again, just another reminder. BP's wearing white today, and Diman is in orange. There we go. 4 wide receivers, 2 on either side. Gonzalez as the running back. But first, a timeout called. It'll be Bristol-Plymouth's final timeout of the first half. And take a look at some of the other local scores from yesterday. See how many we can get in. Old Rochester strongly defeated that Dighton Rehoboth Bristol Aggie Co-op 42-6. And Tewksbury, maybe the best team in Division 4, beating North Andover 42-7. Walpole on top of Braintree 31-7. And Zavarian on top of BC High 37-7. First and 10, 7 seconds on the clock. Logan McKenzie stepping up, down the field, has a man, it's caught! Touchdown! Diman, James McKenzie, 30 yards! As time expires. What a way to cap off an extraordinary first half for the Diamond Bengals. They still got to kick the extra point before we head into the halftime break. And you thought for a moment whether a holding flag was going to come out. There was a jersey tug against a Craftsmen player, but they're not going to call it in that situation. Extra point is up and good. We go into the halftime break with Diman on top of Bristol-Plymouth 27-7. We're going to take another short break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. All right, everyone, we're back here at the Atlantis Charter School in Fall River, Massachusetts. About ready to start the second half in this afternoon's high school football matchup between the Diman Bengals and the Bristol-Plymouth Craftsmen. It's Diman on top, 27-7 through 24 minutes of play, but Bristol-Plymouth is going to start the second half with the football as the kickoff will bounce into the end zone as Labrie lets it go for a touchback, and the Craftsmen will start at their own 20-yard line on their drive. A lot of 3-and-outs for the Bristol-Plymouth side today. Only touchdown that they scored was a 90-yard kickoff return by the senior running back, Thaniel Labrie. He's also been spending some time today in the secondary as either a corner or a safety. Alex Ticini has been doing a good job under center for the Craftsmen this afternoon at the QB spot. Been missing some of his throws, but for most of the afternoon, pretty much on target. Big shout out again to Rauilson, DePina, who's stepping in to film this game today, a junior here at Diman. Also a part of the Diman football program. We'll see him back in action next week. Drive starts at the 20-yard line, a 1st and 10 here for Bristol-Plymouth. One out wide either side, Ticini. We'll keep this one himself on the left side. Alex Ticini on the keeper, close to the first down marker as he dives ahead towards the 30-yard line. Nice start to the Bristol-Plymouth offense, and that is their first official first down of the afternoon. We saw during that halftime break, Roger Survivor, the Bristol-Plymouth head coach, it was a long huddle, a long discussion with his Craftsman players saying, hey, we're still in this. And again, you got to get that win margin, or for them a loss margin, to be under 14 points to help out their power rankings any way that they can. Fresh set of downs at the 30-yard line. This is Thaniel Labrie going with it towards the right sideline. Labrie pushing forward to about the 35-yard line as he gets knocked out of play by a couple of Bengals in the mix. You had Neentip and McKenna. And it's going to be officially marked as a gain of 5 on the play. It looks like to the 35-yard line. Again, the Diman cheer team right in front of the walking track doing a great job, as always, leading the chants to both of the fan bases here today. Doesn't seem to really be a student section theme here today at a neutral site. Though some of the students like to travel, not that many students in attendance, a lot of friends, family, and alumni today. 2nd down and 5 as you get a swap going from one side. Tim Nixon goes to the left, and Labrie will go to the right as Labrie cuts in the middle. Ticini looks to throw over the left, and it's intercepted again at the 45-yard line. At Zach McKenna taken down at the 38. Zach McKenna, how do you do? What a performance today. I'll tell you what, I don't know if he's going to be our post-game interview afterwards, but he's definitely going to be under consideration. As Logan McKenzie trots back out onto the field to leave the Bengal offensive drive, which starts at the Craftsman 38-yard line. Nixon runs back on for Bristol-Plymouth. Will act as a linebacker. Lopez goes off on his right side, will defend one-on-one on the near side against Logan Ewan, who had the first touchdown for Diman this afternoon. And prior to the snap, we have a lot of laundry on the field. Not at the point yet where we're in running clock mode. In order to get into running clock mode, in the third quarter, differential has to be 42. In the fourth quarter, the differential has to be 30. At any point it hits 30 points in the fourth quarter, it stays running the whole way. It doesn't matter if Bristol-Plymouth would cut into it, maybe get it to a 20-point game. That clock will still stay running. Wasn't offside against Bristol-Plymouth. Bumps the ball up 5 yards to the 33. It's now 1st down and 5 to go. Here's McKenzie, a handoff. That's Alexi Gonzalez with it. Gonzalez bouncing to the outside. Has another 1st down past the 20. Able to tiptoe off to the side before Lopez and Isaiah Brown knock him out. It'll be a 12-yard gain to the 21-yard line. Alexi Gonzalez also having one heck of a day for himself today at the running back position. One thing to note for the Diamond Bengals, they have a lot of depth at the running back position. JP comes also out there on the left side of McKenzie. A lot of options to go to. Gonzalez going to receive it again. Alexi Gonzalez finding space on the right. He's past the 10, still on his feet, dragging the pile, close to the goal line, will be down at the 1. Another 20-yard play to set up a 1st and goal. First and goal from the 1-yard line. Gonzalez back behind Logan McKenzie. One-on-ones either side again. Logan McKenzie will hand it off. Alexi Gonzalez trying to reach over. He's in for another Diamond touchdown. Quick move and drive, 2.5 minutes. Diamond extends their lead to 33-7. Ewan back out to kick the extra point. Three for 4 so far today. And you can make that one 4 out of 5 as he boots it through the uprights. The only miss today was a blocked one after the second touchdown. That makes it 34-7, 8:37 to go in the third quarter. And now we're going to get to a point in the game, maybe not yet as we're still early on in the third quarter, but we're going to get to a point where you're going to see a lot of these underclassmen, guys further down on the depth chart, get some action. And hey, you never know, come state tournament time, come those extra consolation games, even leading up to the Thanksgiving contest, that could pave way to be very huge just to have those extra guys getting the varsity experience. As Ewan will get set to kick this one away, Labrie and Pimentel back to return again for the Craftsmen.
Oh yeah, Perk!
Probably had like 8 catches. They gave him the ball.
Here's the boot by Ewan. Been doing strong all day today. Labrie Hansel at the 8-yard line. Labrie bounces out to the left side, gets past the 20 and down to about the 22-yard line. Had a block coming in, a little bit of a stumble from Colton Gooch as well from Bristol-Plymouth. And a lot of local photographers in attendance today. Make sure to check out Ginny Troutman, Calder Troutman, and Bryson Kane's photography, all on Instagram. Great stuff that they all do in the southeastern Massachusetts area at a lot of these local sporting events. So the Craftsmen take over their own 22-yard line on a 1st and 10. Cicchini still in at the QB position. Hicks lines up on his right. It's a quick handoff. Off to the right, not getting anywhere. Combined tackle again. McKenna was the leader in there. And some more help coming in from Jay DeBrito. It'll only be a gain of 1 on the play. Out past the 23-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9 coming up. Well, despite the score, most of the fans have still stayed in attendance. And again, a lot of them are family friends that are all going to be chatting after the game as well. There are a lot of local students that don't attend or really aren't affiliated with any of these high schools that are here watching the game, just checking what's going on around Massachusetts. 2nd down play, a fake handoff to Labrie. Cicchini will keep it himself. Alex Cicchini bulldozing his way past the 30-yard line, down to about the 31. Looks like he's going to be a yard or two short of moving the sticks. They'll mark it 2 yards short at the 31. Labrie will go off to the sideline for this 3rd down play. McKenzie and Massey are lined up as your corners. McKenna will back off. Katzif has the safety. 3rd down and 2. Another handoff up the middle. 1st down, Bristol-Plymouth. Past the 40-yard line, still going. That's Hicks towards midfield. Looked like on the initial takedown was Peyton Massey, number 3 for the Bengals. Be a 19-yard gain on the play, just before midfield at the 49-yard line. 6.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Beautiful scenery you can see. The leaves are starting to change color. You got the water in the background. Beautiful place to play some high school football here. That's Hicks again on the run, past midfield. We'll get forward for a gain of about 3 yards on the play to the Bengal 48-yard line. I gotta say, and I'll ask you this too, I'm really amazed by your defensive line and the linebackers. Is this something that you guys work on like during practices all week?
Has been great all year. We've been coming around, flying around, and that's how we're coached to do. That's what Coach Berry wants us to do, to fly around the ball. He preaches that all the time in practice. Fly around the ball, 11 hats. If you get one guy to the ball, he misses a tackle, yeah, he could break a couple tackles. But if you get 11 guys to the ball, hey, man, that's going to be no yards.
Big shout out again to Rauilson, DePina running the camera today. 2nd down and 7. Ticini will look to throw this ball. Not heavy pressure. The pass will be incomplete. Might have been bobbled off the hands of the running back, Tim Nixon. And McKenna was there again in defensive coverage. Might have gotten a bat in there. And that would have been a pick 6 had he gotten control of that ball.
He hasn't caught a ball all year. McKenna is he's changed.
And now 3rd and 7 as Hicks will go off to the side. Labrie runs back on. One-on-one on the near side, that's Jordan Finney as the wide receiver. Fake handoff to Cheney, looks to keep it himself past the 45, and he can't muscle his way any further past that. Looks like on the combined tackle, Yentip and Luke Fitzgerald getting in there as well. Here comes the punting unit again. Although they did have a switch, Ticini is talking over with his head coach. Only the 2nd-year man for Bristol-Plymouth. And trying to build a competitive program in the year plus that he's been here. He's been doing a good job. Bristol-Plymouth, top 30 now in the power rankings for Division 4. They will take a snap here on a 4th down and 3. Ticini looks to keep it himself. Up the middle, short of the line to gain. Another turnover on downs. Paiva was in there helping out for Diman down low. And that play will be a loss of 1 to the 45-yard line. And that's where Diman will take over. Logan McKenzie will still act as the quarterback for the Bengals for now, with 4:41 to go in the 3rd quarter. McKenzie fakes the handoff, had a one-on-one on the right side, looks to go over the middle. Logan Ewan with the catch at the 40-yard line. It's Labrie and Webster on the tackle. And again, not before a gain of another 15 or 16, mark it 16 yards down the field for Logan Ewan. First and 10 at the Craftsmen 39. 2 out on the left side this time for the Bengal offense. A motion coming in. Logan McKenzie will be on the keeper, wrapped up right away. How about in the pile, Elijah Alves with the stop. Elijah Alves been making a couple good, strong tackles in the mix for Bristol-Plymouth today. It's the second of the big ones that he's had. Only a loss of 1 back to the 40. Peyton Massey runs off as Jaden Fernandez will go to the outside on the left. Lopez will defend him. It's a handoff. That's Gonzalez with it. Gonzalez by 2, and Webster will drag him down towards the 25.
Let's go, Lex.
Another gain of 16 yards on the play to the 24. LeVar Webster's been doing a good job, too, for Bristol-Plymouth today. Similar to Nate Hicks, plays on both sides of the ball. Another fresh set with 2:40 to go in the third. Diman driving again, now inside the 25. Logan McKenzie fakes the handoff over the middle, incomplete, a little bit too high for Peyton Massey. Caden Ellis in defensive coverage there for the Craftsmen. But again, as I said earlier in the third quarter, again to the point, some of these names that we're listing out, probably the first time we've been mentioning them all day, and just have the varsity experience, no matter what grade level you're at, that could play such a huge mental boost too. It's not even just about getting the experience just to be ready for playoff time. It's just to be like, hey, all the practices are paying off, and now you're seeing some action out on the field. At that time, it's a handoff to Gonzalez, not getting anywhere, might have lost some yards on the play. That's Hicks and LaFlamme on the combined tackle. Ellis also coming in to help down low. It's only a loss of 1, so it brings up 3rd and long. 11 yards to go exactly from the 25. But we were talking during the halftime break that Diman is a team that not a lot of people take seriously because they play a lot of technical schools, a lot of easy results, but they get the results. And last year they had 7 wins, didn't qualify for the state tournament. Right now they're at 3 and well on their way to going back to over 500. And technically they would have 5 because one of them was a game that had to be forfeited, and they won 48-7. Pass on the left side, complete again. That's Ewan inside the 5, dragging the pile down to the 3. LeVar Webster on the tackle, left sideline. That's another 22 yards down the field. First and goal now from the 4. Logan Ewan, who had that catch earlier, he was the one that got it going. It feels like a decade ago with his first touchdown, and he was getting a lot of receptions on that opening drive as well. A lot of them in the first half. Very underrated player, I would say, that Diman has. Also acts as their kicker. That's Gonzalez pushing ahead to the 1-yard line, and a gain of 3. They can get off one more play before the end of the third quarter. If they're able to put it home, we're in running clock mode the rest of the way. And that's going to include timeouts as well. So if someone elects to call a timeout, that clock's going to keep running. And even yesterday, the game I called the Bourne-West Bridgewater game, there wasn't a single play taken after 2.5 minutes to go because of a few timeouts. Gonzalez trying to push up the middle. Looks like he's going to be short. Maybe lost a yard in the mix back to the 2. Craftsman defense still standing strong at the defensive line. But that is going to take us to the end of the third quarter. It's all Diman here today in Fall River. 34-7 is the score. We're going to take another short break. We'll be right back. All right, back here at Atlantis Charter School. 3rd down, goal to go from the 2-yard line for Diman. Trying to get this game into running clock mode the rest of the way. Final 12 minutes. Another fantastic victory that will be coming up for the Bengals. So they'll head back to over 500. It's going to be a passing play here for Logan McKenzie as his man. Touchdown. It's Owen DeRigo. 2 yards to the house. And Rauilson DePina is running our camera today. We're going to give him some mic time in this fourth quarter. But just a simple play rolling out to the right side.
It's all about preparation. You know, our coaches always talk about practices. You got to go to practices. That's how you win games. And that's honestly what we did this week. Coach Barry, he's honestly been talking about making it to practice, trying your hardest. And it's going to show in the games. And the scoreboard, I mean, it's showing out what we did in practice. We have one of the best defensive line coaches. We have the best offensive line coaches in state. So, I mean, hey, it's showing out. 40-7, it's a great game. Great game.
We had an injured Bengal on the play. Just got to help get him off. That's Henry Betancourt, number 52, is being helped off to the side. Logan Ewan to kick the extra point. McKenzie again on the hold. Yeah, it's over 30, running clock mode the rest of the way. The kick is up, and it is good. 5 of 6 today for Logan Ewan, right through the uprights. Now, take me through like a player like Logan Ewan, who's always out there for the kicks, always has some roles on offense and defense as well. You got to love having him on your team.
Yes. Also, I would say another player we have like that is James McKenzie. He's always out there. We put him at QB, Southeastern games, out here scoring touchdowns. We put him on kick return. He's here, awesome blocks, interceptions. That's what we have. That's what Diman has as a team, with great all-around team players. That's how you have to be as on the football team, honestly.
I think you should quit plumbing and try sports broadcasting. You'd be great getting the approval from your camera guys over here on the right and your coordinators on the left side.
Yeah, honestly, it's just about...
Bristol-Plymouth trying to get some more points on the board before today is done, as Ewan will kick it away. Same guys back to return. It's Pimentel and Labrie. Labrie the only score for Bristol-Plymouth today. It's heading in the direction, though, of Nehemiah Pimentel, who backs up and takes it at the 5-yard line. This is Pimentel trying to shift to the side, wrapped up right away just past the 10. Leader on the tackle, Mackay Stewart. Now, we haven't mentioned his name a lot today, but he's another one of those guys that can act as your running back and as a defensive player.
He's another one of those guys that is willing to work and is great. But, I mean, look at our team. We have a bunch of great offensive players and defensive players, and it sucks that some players can't get some playing time. But he's also a great player. End of the game comes in, he's going to show out and put in some work.
So a nice strong tackle as the Craftsmen will take over just behind their 15-yard line. 41-7, unbelievable performance here today by Diman. DeCini will still stay in under center. With Labrie and Webster out on the left side. DeCini with the handoff. That's Labrie running with it. Daniel Labrie dragging the pile for a first down just past the 25-yard line. Daniel Labrie, a nice strong run, will get forward for about 10 or 11 yards on the play. One of the standout players for Bristol-Plymouth today, him, as well as Nate Hicks, been carrying the workload. Isaac Duenas, both sides of the ball, been doing a good job. And lately, it's been Caden Ellis and Jose Lopez. Also, LeVar Webster getting some late tackles here in the second half. First and 10 from the 26-yard line, a fake handoff to Labrie, and it goes on the right side to Nate Hicks, who's immediately slammed down by 3 Bengals. In the pile, Chris Thompson for Diman. I don't know if he's going to get credited as the lead tackler, but he was down there. Adrian Mack was also in the mix as well. There'll be no gain on the play. Will stay second down and 10 from the 26. So clock winds to 8.5 to go. But I'm going to ask our post-game interviewers later on when we're all done with this game. This is going to provide a lot of momentum going forward to next week's game.
It's going to provide a lot. We needed this game. Honestly, our momentum went down after that forfeit. We won 48-7. This killed our mood. We really needed this game, and we showed out, and it shows.
It's another running play going for maybe a yard forward. And just everybody pouring on for Diman and all of these tackles. And today's game, you can watch it on Fred TV, TCAM TV, and on my broadcasting YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe to any of those platforms. TCAM TV you can find on their Vimeo page, Fred TV on YouTube, my broadcasting channel also on YouTube. 3rd down and 9. Ticini, handoff, Labrie running with it. Daniel Labrie dragging his way to about the 33-yard line. Let's see, they'll keep the offense out there. It's a gain of 7 yards on the play to set up a 4th down and 2 from the 32-yard line. Big shift coming here. Some new guys coming in up top. Jaden Anthony Lesbordas and Cole Sabati will come block up top. Also going out is Liam Trainer. Known the Trainer family for a very long time. Used to help out with Liam and his brother Jack Trainer at all their rec basketball and baseball games back when they were in elementary and middle school. It's a handoff play, and that will be enough for a Bristol-Plymouth 1st down, as that was Nate Hicks on the carry to the 38-yard line. Now we have an injured player down. And why don't we pan the camera away for a second, maybe off to the left side. We don't like showing the injuries on camera, as the coach and the trainer will come on out to make sure that he is okay. Again, 41-7, Diman over Bristol-Plymouth. Keegan, Hamblett on commentary. Rauilson, DePina is running the camera and some guest commentary here in the 4th quarter. Well, despite the score, we always like to look at positives from the losing side. What have you liked overall from Bristol-Plymouth today?
Honestly, I'm going to like Nate Hicks. He's been flying around, playing both ways, and he's honestly been the motor on the other team. He's been flying around, doing a great job. You know, it's a really young team. They have a lot to develop. I like Bristol-Plymouth. Diman, we have a lot of seniors, a lot of juniors on our team. So, I mean, I'm not going to say anything, but it's a good game. You know, they fought hard. They came out to play, and it was a good game.
Now, Nate Hicks, that's not even just this year. He's been carrying the workload for a very long time now for Bristol-Plymouth. So glad I was able to get back here for another Bristol-Plymouth football game. I want to say it's been at least 5 or 6 years since I've caught Bristol-Plymouth football in action. I want to say it's the first time that I've seen Diamond football in action, and if it hasn't, it's definitely been at least 4 years. As the coach and trainer still checking out the injured Craftsmen. I missed it, but he went down in a heap during that play. When we get out of this injury break, it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Bristol-Plymouth at their own 39-yard line. But again, similar to you guys, you want some momentum going forward into your final regular season game, and I think for Bristol-Plymouth, it starts with getting on the scoreboard again.
Yeah, it starts getting on the scoreboard. It's just what we wanted. After, like I said, the forfeit last week, we weren't really that happy. Everybody had their heads down. This was a really great push for us for our last season game on Thursday against South Shore.
As you hear a good round of applause as the injured Craftsman is being helped slowly, still on the ground, but he's not laying down anymore, so that is a good sight to see. It'll also be good if he's able to walk up mostly on his own power. There he is, a good round as Tyler Holland being helped off to the sideline. I'm just waiting for the whistle for ready for play with 6.5 to go. Still 61 yards to go for Bristol-Plymouth to try to get another score on the board. Or you get a good kicking unit, you can always try a field goal, maybe say you get inside the 20-yard line. But the win margin will count. It's at least a 14-point win for Diman and a 14-point loss for Bristol-Plymouth. I know that's one of the things that the MIAA said that they're going to be looking at, because right now, a win by 34 goes in the same as a win by 14 in the power rankings. It's Daniel Labrie taking it off to the right side. Daniel Labrie bulldozing his way for a 1st down and more past midfield all the way to the 47-yard line. Look at that, 14 yards on the run by the senior running back. It's going to be marked right at the edge of the Atlantis Charter logo at midfield. The Bengal 47-yard line is where the ball is marked. A lot more 1st downs coming here for Bristol-Plymouth as we head down the stretch. Here's the snap, handoff again up the middle. A nice pile pusher with Chris Thompson helping bring him down just past the 45. That was Nate Hicks on the run. He's going to be subbed off. Tim Nixon runs back on, as well as Isaac Duenas. And gain of about 3 yards on the play to the 44, so 2nd and 7. Big shout out to our scoreboard operator right down in front. A good job, the scoreboard operator in the stands today. Ticini, another handoff, and Labrie will lose yardage on that play. On the tackle, Johnny Souza. That's a loss of 3 that was just gained on that first down play, so now it sets up 3rd down and 10.
He's not even on our team. He's on football team. And not basketball. I mean, basketball. Yeah, he's on the basketball team. Yeah. Really? Basketball season's already started? No, like, he played, like, last year.
Third and 10, Finney goes out on the right side, Nixon on the left. Here's Ticini with the motion in front, and running with it is Nehemiah Pimentel. Gets to the outside and should have enough for a Bristol-Plymouth first down as he gets to about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards on the play to move the sticks. Now, another point I want to bring out with Diman today, and your part of this included, is you have starters that aren't playing today. So they're still beating up on teams without a lot of their key players.
We're missing like about 3 of our starting players right now. We ended up losing number 0, Justin Rodriguez, in like 3rd game of the season. He ended up coming down. We're going to have him for South Shore. It's going to be great. We're going to have Gio Carvalho back. I'm going to be back. You know, we're going to see Diamond team and how we're going to work. And I'm liking it right now. It's 41-7. Younger players are getting in. It's what we like to see.
1st and 10 play, that's another handoff. And left side, that is Pimentel by 1, down to the 20. Nice strong combined tackle, out of bounds yet again by Wyatt Gillett and Rowan Champion. So Bristol-Plymouth now is in the red zone as the ball is marked at the Bengal 20-yard line. Still 2.5 minutes to work with to try to get another score on the board. Ticini handoff, that's Pimentel with it. A little cutback move, and Souza brings him down past the 20-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain to about the 17.
Grab these cones at the end of the game.
What's the cones for? Yeah, what are they for?
It's probably to like.
Just give them to Quincy for when he goes up, right?
$1.50 to go. Maybe Bristol-Plymouth can probably get 3 more plays off before the end of the game. Ticini has Nixon directly on his left. And instead it's going to be a handoff to Pimentel, trying to get to the outside on the left. Pimentel is down to the 10-yard line. That should move the sticks for a 1st and goal, but Bristol-Plymouth's got to move quick. So we're still in running clock mode. And they are going to mark him about a half a yard short of the first down. I say just give it to him, because if you bring it out to measure it, then it's going to wind the clock all the way down. It's right at the 10-yard line. They are going to give it to him, a first down and goal. 50 seconds on the clock. New man under center, Shane Linz. High snap, Linz just has to dive on top of it, and he's going to get taken down by Ryan Botello towards the 30-yard line. Johnny Souza also getting in the mix as well. As the Diamond players start to line up, Bristol-Plymouth backing away. They got 20 seconds. They're going to try to get one more play off. Here we go. It's a 2nd and goal play. Shane Linz with 7 on the clock. It's Nehemiah Pimentel getting to the outside, past the 20, taken down. That is going to do it for today's game. The Diamond Bengals have won it 41-7 over the Bristol-Plymouth Craftsmen. Both teams head to 4-3 on the season with one more game to go before the state tournament will begin in 2 weeks' time. Well, Rauilson and I are going to take a short break. We're going to be back on the field for some post-game interviews. We're going to have a lot of fun doing that. Don't go anywhere. Our coverage will be back momentarily. All right, 41-7 is the final. Diamond gets the win over Bristol-Plymouth. Back over 500 on the year with a 4-3 record. Here with Logan Uwan and our main guy, the main analyst stepping in, Rauilson DePina. Logan, got to start. You got things going right away with your touchdown. That was one of the things that you guys wanted today, to score and get on the board early on.
Yep. We just needed to execute on offense, and we did. Our defense came in and made big stops, and that's what we really needed.
Logan, how was the preparation coming up to this game?
It was a longer week of practice because it was a Saturday game, so I'm pretty sure we dialed in pretty good in practice, so we were pretty ready.
It's never easy playing at a neutral site, but we always talk about the fans a lot. They showed up and made a lot of noise today. Just talk about the environment here at a neutral site game today.
Yeah, it was great. I didn't expect it to be as big. Like when we go to Durfee, we have pretty much a pretty big turnout, but it was pretty big today, so it was nice.
What were the coaches talking about, how the offense was going, defense was going? I was up there, I could see Coach Barry. He was pretty hyped up.
Yeah, he was hyped up. Offense was scoring. They were putting points on the board. They were getting the job done.
I think also we got to talk about just the way the team chemistry was today. You guys were hyping up everybody on the sideline whenever anybody made a big play. You guys were just making it look effortless. What does it say about this team that makes this team very special?
Well, we were just all family. We're all close. We have that connection. Yeah, we just stick together all the time.
Also, like I was saying up there, we have a lot of brother connections, like the Massey brothers, 910 brothers. How do you think that affects our team? Do you think that makes us play stronger, connect the bond, makes us come together?
Oh, yeah, for sure. A lot of the guys that play on this team used to play all on the Falcons together. So they all got the connection, and they're always with each other outside of school, in school. So we're pretty close.
You guys knew this was a big game coming into today. It's a very strong Bristol-Plymouth team that was 4-2 coming in, as we got a B getting in the way. So you guys knew that you had to win, and you did it by at least 14 points. So you guys are helping. That's going to help out with the power rankings a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to help out a lot. Like we were talking about going to this game, it's win or go home. If we lose this, there's playoffs is almost out of the picture, and we came in and got stuff done.
One more for you. I also noticed that up there when you scored that first play, it was a run play. What was going through your head? Like, was it a checking for the slants? Because I seen it was a run and changed to a pass.
Yeah, so that was the RPO play. We got the slant on the backside, and Logan McKenzie just made a great decision throwing the ball. He made a great read.
And final question, I'm going to have both of you answer it. A little bit of a shorter rest before your final regular season game, and then we'll see if it's enough to get you guys into the state tournament. You guys are going to have to win by at least 14 most likely. What's going to be the mindset going into that game?
We just got to go in and we got to play hard. We got to have a good week of practice. It is a Thursday game coming up, so it's going to be a shorter week of practice, so we have to be focused every day in practice.
It's gonna be a good game. We're gonna have a couple players back that we had injured, and honestly, this game was a great momentum back step up for us. Hopefully, we don't get too big-headed. Come in this game thinking we're gonna stomp on this team. We're gonna have to play like how we came into this game, and hopefully, we come out with the win.
Logan, I want to thank you for taking some time, and you did tremendous today. Rauilson, big shout out to you, filming the camera, hopping in. That's it for us here at the Atlantis Charter School here on the turf field. Keegan Hamblett signing off. We will see you next time. Have a good one.